Our top story tonight at 6, not every student who was arrested for making threats against Houston County schools received the same punishment from their schools. The Houston County Superintendent told 41 NBC's Edna Ruiz every student faced different consequences. Edna joins us live from the Houston County School Board Central Office. Edna.
Ty, I'm just now learning from the Houston County Board of Education that 2 more students were arrested and charged today for terroristic threats and acts. One student from Bon Air Middle School and the other from Warner Robins High School. Now, earlier today, I spoke to the Houston County Superintendent who says I spoke to him about the previous arrest. He says he couldn't really tell me if those students had been expelled or not. He says that it's different based on the severity of the threat, so different students could face different consequences. It's just standard procedure. 3 students are facing felony charges, but expulsion from their schools may not be an option.
Just like anybody would expect us to do with their child, they don't want us to overreact either.
2 13-year-olds from Huntington and Warner Robins Middle School, along with a 16-year-old from Houston County Crossroads, are all charged with terroristic threats and acts. Just days apart, they all made comments saying they were going to shoot up or blow up their schools.
My message, I want all of our students to know that the Board of Education considers these serious violations of our board policies, and we will be responsive to that.
Houston County Superintendent Dr. Mark Scott says schools are not going to tolerate threats, but they will be treated differently.
If it's something where it's a prank and there's no threat that a student was carrying out anything, they just jokingly said something, you would expect a school district to do something different with that child than someone who actually makes a direct threat to somebody in person and voices that threat, and there's no doubt as to whether the threat was made or not. So
there are different levels of discipline, from suspension to expulsion. 2 of the school board's priorities are safety and education.
Our goal is to make sure that these children are successful, that they graduate from high school and become productive members of society, but at the same time, we're not going to allow any student to do that at the risk of another student.
Dr. Scott also told me that the school administration's first step, if they're notified of any threat, is to go to law enforcement before they go to the school board. Dr. Scott also said that the school board works closely with law enforcement, the sheriff's office, and local police departments as well. Reporting live in Houston County, Edna Ruiz, 41 NBC News.